In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add an Activity ID column to a Microsoft project schedule. Adding an Activity ID column makes it much easier to reference tasks in status meetings, emails, and reports. It gives you a simple code you can point to so everyone is talking about the same task without confusion. Let's walk through it clearly from start to finish. First, make sure you're in a task-focused view, such as the Gantt chart. This is the familiar split screen with a task table on the left and bars on the right. If you aren't already there, switch to a task view like Gantt chart so you can see the column headers and the task list. Activity IDs live in the table portion of these task views, not in resource or calendar views. Next, move your mouse to the column header area where you want the new column to appear. This is the gray row at the top of the table that shows titles like Task Name, Duration, and Start. Right-click directly on the header where you want the Activity ID to sit. Your choice here determines exactly where the new column will be inserted, so pick a spot that fits your workflow, such as next to Task Name for quick reference. From the shortcut menu that opens, click Insert Column. This brings up the field list, which is Microsoft Project's catalog of all the data fields you can display. It's a long list, so the fastest way to find what you need is to start typing. In the field list, begin typing ID to narrow the options. You'll see choices like ID and Unique ID. Here's the key difference. ID is the visible, sequential number you see in the leftmost default column. It reflects the current order of tasks and will change if you insert, delete, or move tasks around. Unique ID is a permanent identifier assigned when the task is created. It does not change, even if the task moves or the schedule is reorganized. If you simply want a readable, meeting-friendly number, choose ID. If you need a stable reference for cross-checking, baselining, or integrations, choose Unique ID. Once you select ID or Unique ID, the new column immediately appears in the table, exactly where you inserted it, and each task will display its corresponding value. Summary tasks and subtasks will both show IDs, so you can reference any level of your WBS consistently. That's all there is to it. By adding the Activity ID column in a task view like the Gantt chart, right-clicking the target header, choosing Insert Column, and selecting ID or Unique ID, you've given your schedule a clear and reliable way to reference tasks. This small addition can dramatically improve communication and reduce misunderstandings across your project team.